Hello and welcome to another UP Sports broadcast with me, Jerry the Captain Morgan, and my good friend and colleague, Rick the Handkick Jones. How are you doing, Rick?
I'm doing very well, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It is a fine day to be a watcher of Jerry and Rick. How you feeling to be back, Jerry?
I'm feeling good, man. You can't keep us down. You can't keep Jerry and Rick down. Like the man, you try and put us in your Let's Plays. You can't have us in your Let's Plays. No! We're here for StarCraft. We're like, hey, man, hey. Stop what you're doing, because we're here, Jerry and Rick are here, and we're here for StarCraft is what?
A fine speech, Jerry. Let's get the old nameplates up here, something we've neglected. Let's do the usual introduction. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm excited. In the bottom right-hand corner, playing Protoss, we have Toxic, and of course he is blue. I forgot to mention the color. Apologies to our colorblind viewers out there.
And we will see if he is toxic. Toxic to his enemies, Rick.
We certainly will. In the top left-hand corner, playing the red Terran.
Oh, spicy.
We have IPSatini. Not a player I've seen a great deal, but...
Well, I don't know about you, but I pee blood sometimes.
I fail to see how... That's good for you, Jerry. I like that. I hope our viewers at home can use that information to their advantage, really. I really do. What do you expect to see from this game, Jerry? It's been a long time since we've been out. I'd like to hear what you've been up to, really, after this.
Well, I've known Toxic since he was a wee poison cloud, and he's just been getting stronger and stronger and more deadly. I mean, he'll walk past things like automatrons, but inside, he's hating, and he's just thinking, I can't wait to get my fill of death. That's what's going through his head right now, and it's kind of... You can't know exactly what he's thinking unless you know him like I do. I mean, you'd think him going into this corner like this was a mistake. But it's not, and I'm going to tell you why. He's going into this corner for us. It's for us. He's trying to make us think that he doesn't know what he's doing, so it's a more interesting game for us to watch. On the back of that, however, Satini has expanded!
Indeed, we're seeing this a great deal and a little departure. From what I've been told by our analysts, Terran do like to expand rather fast now. I don't know why they haven't done it before. Give them a nice little advantage so they can just get in there with their Marines and just smash some shit up, Jerry. My God!
Oh! Look, the awkward glances between there, and Satini is surely like, Udili! Now, because that's just an awkward moment. Can he get in? Oh, he sneaks in! Wait, no! All the way in, Toxic! Get in there, son! Come on!
Again. Not even moving his probe, he doesn't care. Waiting for the shield to go down, then moving him. Very clever indeed. I don't know what
so clever.
There.
And look, where Toxic goes, Satini will follow. I mean, I'm not trying to say Toxic is setting the pace for this game, but he's kind of setting a pace for this game, Rick.
That's the last thing you want a Protoss player to do is set the pace of the game, because you're going to get steamrolled, Jerry, if that happens.
Exactly, I'm just trying to get around here, see everything that Satini's doing. It's like he's hiding his bunker like a sneaky little borrower, just hiding away there.
Hiding the little barracks in the back there. I don't know quite what he's going for. Perhaps he's trying to hide his strategy. I've been out of the game so long, I couldn't comment on what he's doing there, but never mind, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone who watches this already plays the game anyway, so you can figure it out for yourselves.
Look at this free roam he just has in his base. It doesn't even matter. He can just do whatever he wants right now. Wow, look at all that gas. That's a lot of the gas. That's 100% of the gas. You know what that is, Rick? That's a monopoly on gas.
It certainly is. A monopoly on gas means a monopoly on upgrades, and a monopoly on upgrades means death for the other player.
Incredible. Another expansion coming down now. You could say maybe a tiny bit late. I say, I don't know. You know, that's what I say.
Protoss can sort of get away with it, but I wonder if that was a reaction to seeing the fact that the Terran player had expanded, Jerry. Anyway, now we're in this little stage of the game. What have you been up to in between our stupid foreigner playthroughs and other silly shit like that?
Well, I've taken some time apart from Unprotected Productions myself, spent the time with the family, the kids, and, you know, the little bit on the side. We went to the lake a few times and roasted some marshmallows, watched a bit of TV, and watched some StarCraft, you know, because it's not all about the profession. It's not all about little shindig over here, but it's not all about doing it for the money. The money's nice, but we do it because we love StarCraft.
It's all about the passion in this game as far as I'm concerned, Jerry.
Exactly. What have you been up to, Rick? What have you yourself been up to? I know you're a busy man.
I've just been hitting the gym, Jerry, and teaching little kids down the park how to really kick a ball, Jerry. I'm a big fan of that. I have been shooed away by the police a few times, but I'm determined to teach them how to play better. I really, really am.
It would probably help if you didn't go to the park in just your underwear. Just saying.
I wanted them to see the body of a real athlete, Jerry. That's all I want. If you can argue perhaps if I just went without a shirt on it'd be slightly less dodgy, but they wouldn't see the thighs, Jerry. The thighs are important in this game.
That's true. Are you teaching them, of course, the patented hand kick? Is that your goal?
Oh, I don't know about that. That's late game stuff, as they say, Jerry.
That is true.
You need a big game to pull that off, but you never know. There's a promising few among them, Jerry.
I remember I tried it once, pulled my sphincter.
It's a dangerous maneuver, Jerry. It's not to be taken lightly. Bunker's here. Right, we should get back to the game, really. Warding off, perhaps. He's seen the Stalker going early. He's predicting there's going to be a few more.
It's a nice defense, and you can't take that away from Satini. Toxic had a little look. He had a little run-by of a Stalker, and he was like, okay, I'm just going to go straight back to my base. He doesn't know how to approach that yet. Perhaps he's not possibly ready yet. I mean, we're going to have a look at the units that we have on the field at the moment, and you can just see no one really has an army. Both going for strategic gameplay.
Indeed,
I mean, it's working. A lot of economy coming down.
You're going to see a slight economic advantage to Terran. Unusual, because the Protoss obviously have the use of Chrono Boost, which tends to give them more probes than SCVs, but those mules as well will seriously make a difference. We're seeing a robotics bay go down now. Perhaps we'll see some Immortals, perhaps even some Colossus, Jerry. I'm very excited. We haven't seen any units of this caliber in quite some time.
You can see anything. We haven't seen two players of this caliber coming together in quite some time. It's such a thing that we're seeing right now. You just don't even know what's going to happen. Those Stalkers just standing there, or they're going to finish the game.
I completely don't understand. I'm sure ladies and gentlemen at home do have their favorites here, and I hope you're rooting for the right one, because it sucks to be a loser in this game. It really does. It's all about winning.
It sure does. This is a really hard one. I went down to my bookies this afternoon, and I tried to put money down, and I stood there for a good 3 hours. Well, I was late today, actually. I was in the bookies trying to put a bet down, and I could not decide Satini or Toxic, Martini or Gin and Tonic. I mean, what do you go for?
It's a difficult decision, Jerry, and at the end of the day, I believe it's just what your gut feels on the day, Jerry. I've always said go with your gut, and the victory will follow.
Looks like Satini's going with his gut, and he's pulling out weapons, pulling out machines. What is this? An observer going down this? What a clever scan.
Good eyes.
Good eyes on Satini. He's definitely taken the light bulbs out of his face.
Will those Stalkers see these guys in the middle here by the zone tower? They have not. They've walked straight past. That could be costly. They could have sawed them out right there.
I don't know. It's going to be such an even trade. I think they're going for it. They're going for it. Surely something's going to happen now. Oh, and there's Blink Stalk to the back. Oh, the Marauder's trying to clear it up, but there was just too many Stalkers. As you said, Rick, the Stalker's just cleaning it all up. Marauder's trying to run away, and you haven't got anything left. Another observer.
It was a good engagement by Toxic using Blink correctly. I was quite surprised to not see him focus down those Marauders. He went for the Marines first, which is an interesting decision, but I'm sure it was just first battle nerves, Jerry.
Exactly. That was the first shots we've really seen in this battle so far, and they were good. Oh, the scouting factory now, not very, well, it's quite obvious, but I'm sure it'll get somewhere.
You could say, Jerry, the scouting factory has in fact been scouted itself and is now in danger. It's on fire there. You've got to think the pilot.
It's being chased down by Stalkers. It might get away. This is tense. Oh my word, 44. It's burning. It's burning. And the band kept on playing as she goes down. But there are surely more important things to be talked about, like the Stalkers in Satini's main base.
We were very focused on that factory there, and we missed the supply depots of the wall of town. They've just run up, or have they blinked in? I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't see that. Make your mind up. They could have either walked in, or of course they'd have to go through the bunkers. They're blinking up the walls, Jerry. Teleportation at its finest.
Well, there's a few bunkers less than there was before, so you can only imagine there's one way they went up. But God knows how they got that far.
Oh my goodness!
What is this? A big push? Oh wait, up. It's for the expansion. It's for the expansion. Oh, something big is about to happen. They tried to blink up, but decided not to go for it. Oh, that's a freebie. That's a freebie right there, as I like to call it, a Furby.
Taking a few pot shots up there. Has he got an observer up there? How is he seeing what's going on?
I completely lost where he blinked. I had no idea. That was so sneaky.
Being chased down there. He needs to either turn and fight or get out of there.
And he's got out of there. I'm just wondering, my curiosity is peaking. What is this? Oh, a warp prism. That is clever.
That is very clever indeed.
It's not often you see players bring around the warp prism.
There's units in the base there, Jerry. What is going on here? We've got
a few zealots running in.
Prism. My goodness, it's getting fast. Almost too fast for our return, Jerry. A great deal going on. The pace of the game. It's a lot. It's still going.
Stalkers coming in now to reinforce those zealots, but the zealots are already gone. And typically the Stalkers are standing here and waiting. I think we might see a blink up here, because let's be honest, it's ripe for it. And there it is.
There he is. Up
coming in, and now he can just have at that mineral line and do as he pleases. I'm not quite sure where Satini's. Oh, there's all his production. I was wondering for a second, Rick.
That's cleverly done there. Perhaps he knew the fact that it was exposed to teleportation on there, so he moved it back to somewhere he could defend it properly. But these Stalkers are in a bad position here.
They're in a bad position, but they've been an absolute pain. Satini has been just confused at what he can do here. And he finally clears it up. But that has just been a nightmare for him to deal with. And now Toxic is free just to make the next push. He can really pick and choose his units here. He's not particularly limited by anything.
We've now got High Templar in here. Psystorm is not yet researched by the looks of it, but you've got to think either Archons or Psystorm is gonna be his answer here, Jerry.
You would think so, and I'm looking forward to it. When Psystorm comes in, Bioballs have a lot of trouble, and I saw a few Medivacs around earlier. They could also come into a really bad position with Psystorm. More units coming in. Is this the Warp Prism just doing its duty here? Oh, nice. Well, it took its time, but finally getting a nice missile turret down there. That'll handle this Warp Prism. You are about to be handled.
Some High Templar here. Is he trying to drop the Storm Drop, perhaps? We haven't seen such a thing in quite some time.
Does such a thing even exist, Rick? A Storm Drop? Can one drop a storm?
Some argue it does, some argue it doesn't. Some argue it's even OP, but... You know, I heard it was used back in the days of the StarCraft 1.
It's like dropping the ocean. Or dropping it whilst it's hot. It's not really something you can do. Oh, good scan. Observer goes down.
But now, of course, Toxic knows this army's there. He may well have lost his Observer, but he saw what he needed to see, Jerry.
Of course, because of the Observer. That's brilliant.
The Warp Prism has loaded up. I mean, whereabouts is it going? Is the key question here.
It's got to avoid that missile turret, and I don't know if he knows it's there. Two big pushes. There's someone coming into the middle to meet this Bioball, and the Medivac's going in for another drop. The Warp Prism's going all the way around. It's been seen. Oh, it's about to be. Oh, my word. Toxic. You're supposed to be toxic, not a bit crap around the edges. Come on.
This is unbelievable.
Good storms go down, but then also, look at this. The main Bioball being chased off by Toxic's Zealots. And what is this here? The Archon.
So we're seeing both Storms and Archons.
Drop from the Marauders. Drop by more Marauders. Fight by the tower. There is two. We need more cameramen. It's time to up our budget.
We seriously need a lot more. My God, Zealots will charge. They've got Zealots like they've run in, taking out the missile turrets first. Very clever indeed. Oh my goodness, that mineral line is in a great deal of trouble.
Safe to say this base is left with nothing. I mean, you can fly off the command center. You can do that all day, but you're just going to end up losing all of your men.
Good storm there.
Right where the SCVs were. That is clever. That is clever. A little bit of harassment here. What is that there? You seeing that?
I am seeing that, Jerry. Unusual.
Speechless.
Oh, he's down on the bottom.
Well, had us fooled.
He certainly did indeed. What's going on up here, Jerry? This third base has been all cleaned out.
It's just going down. The Stalker needs to get in there and try and take this command center down, maybe. And I don't know if the Archon are going to do anything, but they're just going straight for the main. Another Bible. Surely we're going to see a big clash coming down now. Oh, storms go down. The Marauders just sit it like it's a summer day. Indeed. That's not summer. That's a storm. Oh, that's powerful. Oh, it's painful to watch, but it's good. Oh, it's good.
It was a very clever counter there. I believe Toxic actually saw the Ghost Academy, which I believe he was using to counter the Archons and the High Templar. He went in there, made sure no ghosts were made. There was another Ghost Academy, so a few were in fact made, but it was clever to get rid of the ghost production early. Mass ghosts can really be a problem if this is your strategy.
Wow. Just no ghosts today. Not a single ghost was given off that day. And look, there's just not even a particularly huge army, but just causing devastation. I mean, looking at both of the players on the match, none of them have a particularly large army or worker supply. I mean, it's all just down to these small numbers taking little bites out of each other like piranhas.
And those Archons, Jerry, a formidable unit, really. They just do not want to die. And against, obviously, AoE damage we've got going on, a fairly good attack. They really will make a difference here. It's a good choice by Toxic, really is.
Okay, so T is coming back now. He needs to build up a strong defense, and he has the units to do so. He's just got to be clever.
Toxic's going for
the Viking goes down. That's a terrible loss of that. You just need to poke in the right places, Satini, and you need to get out of those storms, spread your units about. Oh, God, that is not what you want. Wow, that is powerful stuff from Toxic right there. They should just call him Stormface, because he is putting storms all up in your face.
Those storms are definitely toxic. What is this? Why would you need upgrades when you have Storm? That's a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Not even a GG, but he is gone. That's a sour ending to this game. At least a smiley face there. But let's break this down. I mean, what was it that gave Toxic the win? Is it just the Psystorms? Because I think it's something else.
I mean, you can argue all you like that a particular move was the crux of victory, but if he hadn't built up his economy, if he hadn't attacked in the correct places, if he hadn't built himself up to being able to use those storms so effectively, then nothing would have come of it. I think Satini's a little bit upset, but he'll get over it, I'm quite sure. He'll be back.
He'll get over it. He's a strong man. But as you said, I think he needed more harassment in the early game, and then possibly getting out some ghosts so he could do his own form of storm. Just a nuclear storm, if you will.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it was a fine day for Toxic and indeed for Protoss. Thank you very much for joining us, and Jerry, sign us off once again.
It was a fine day for Toxic and Satini, but it was also a fine day for us, and a fine day for the community of StarCraft. Jerry and Rick are back, and we do not intend to leave soon or quietly. We'll be here, we'll be loud, and we're queer.
Indeed, show your support, ladies and gentlemen. Leave us a comment, let us know what you think.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Signing off.